Yeah, I got you, dude. Don't worry.
I'm just generally.
Fireworks.
I don't know, man. I'm all for global warming. Humans kind of suck.
I kill myself at least twice a week.
The $5 footlong only specifies one dimension.
Can't really say much, but I'm going down with salty.
I'm connected to the server! I'm connected!
Dude,
All right. Should be good.
Like the intro's over?
Yeah.
Dude, yes. Welcome to season 2, everyone. This is episode 11 of the Founding Fathers podcast, and here we are, 7 months later. We've been grinding Siege. we've actually hit the champion level. We're low on the champion rank ladder, but
we're there.
but we're there. No, actually, yeah, things have been very busy the last several months.
Yeah,
I myself have graduated college, gotten married, and renovated a house. I forgot about that one. And
is now a dad.
I'm no longer playing around. Okay? This might be the Founding Fathers podcast, but I am making this an authentic thing. I'm a legitimate
officially earned the title.
father.
Yeah. You were the only
Yes.
legitimate father of the Founding Fathers. That is just crazy.
It is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually, it's a lot, man. It's like halfway, I'm very excited, but halfway I'm scared to death. You know?
Understood, yeah.
So yeah, anyway, you know, my wife is about 4 months along, so we will have a lovely daughter next spring. And that's all the internet gets to hear.
Yeah. No, that's exciting. That is.
Thank you, man.
That's all. That's all the internet gets to know.
Yeah.
Anything more, and they're gonna know too much.
Yeah. But anyway, here we are. You know, this is great. I'm really happy we're doing this because it's been a while. You know, we've had our ups and downs with the podcast. We've had the good episodes. We've had the slower episodes. You know, some of them have only gotten. Oh yes, dude. Some of them got like, I think the first one got like 50 plus views, and I'm not talking K. I'm talking 50. That's it.
Just 50.
No.
Yeah, just 50.
I mean, it's a lot for somebody with 8
Yeah.
subscribers. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm not talking K. I'm talking 8.
No, I'm honestly excited to be doing this. Though I'll be honest, we definitely meant to do like a Thanksgiving thing last month, but that day that we were supposed to do it, when you texted me, you're like, I don't feel like doing it. I was like, oh, thank God, I don't feel like doing it today either. So,
True. And it's not like we were gonna, you know, disappoint a sponsor or anything.
No. Speaking of which, today's episode is sponsored by no one. Nah.
Apparently Irian.com. I don't know if the stream can see that, but in the top left of your picture, Patty, it comes up this logo occasionally with Irian.com.
Oh yes, that is what my camera is being fed through. So now that
that's your sponsor. So if Irian wants to reach out to us, gives us a, you know, I mean, some hospital bills being covered would be nice. So,
yeah,
Irian, we're here for it. We'll shout you out. I've already said your name 4 times. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez,
So.
that's worth at least like what, $20? I don't know how this works. I don't know how the market economy.
I've always wondered that. Like, what are brand sponsorships worth? Like, what do YouTubers get paid to say, you know, this video is sponsored by Dell or whatever the heck, or Raid Shadow Legends, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Seriously.
Because some people say that's like part of their main source of income. So it's got to be like in the thousands, per video.
Yeah.
I would
No,
think.
yeah, I
Or
wonder
maybe
if
it's based
like,
on views.
because obviously it's contractual, but I wonder if I could just
Right.
say like we're sponsored by someone and then just claim that they suck and see if we get sponsored by them to make them,
To make them upset, you
yeah,
mean?
so
It's
it's
possible.
like so they don't suck.
So, like I said, we've had our good episodes. No, just kidding. Yeah, no, this is great. I'm glad we're back here doing this. We we took the whole summer off. I don't know. Maybe you want to talk about. I know you had a little venture yourself in what was it, August?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, my
With
cousins
your
just
cousins?
said, "Do you want to go to Disney?" And I hadn't been in over 10 years, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And it was a great time. It was a great time.
Dude, yes. And you went to? Did you go to every park?
Yeah, no, we
Every
did.
like
Yeah,
main park, like the four.
yeah. The four main park. We never went into any water parks or like
Yeah,
off-site like Universal, anything like that. But
right.
yeah, no, it was enjoyable, very much.
All the Disney shit. Yeah, dude.
All the
What
Disney
was like
shit.
your favorite? Could you pick a favorite ride
Oh,
out of
easily, yeah.
everything? Dude, what do
Yeah,
you
it was
got?
the Flight of Passage in Animal
Mm,
Kingdom. Yeah, by
dude,
far.
it's so. I think what makes it good is it's so interactive. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just you. You're not just sitting in a seat with a belt on. You're sitting on this like, I don't know. If you think of it as a motorcycle, basically, you're sitting on like the frame of a motorcycle. But then you can
Yeah.
feel like if
Yeah.
you've seen the movie Avatar, those creatures. I don't know what they're called.
The
Whatever, like
the
the
Banshee.
banshee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can like feel it breathing underneath your
Yeah.
legs.
No, like the extent of realism that they went through to make that feel as real as it does. Like it's just incredible. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that I think that
So
would easily take the cake for my favorite ride.
I love that ride, but I gotta say, out of the Disney World parks, my favorite is probably maybe this is recency bias, but I really like the Runaway Railway. I don't know if you got the chance to ride that one. It's like inside of the Chinese Theater in Hollywood Studios.
Oh yes. Yep.
Yeah, it's where the Great Movie Ride used to be. If you remember that, I don't know if you remember that last time you were there, but
No.
anyway,
But I did
it
hear.
replaced. Yeah,
Yeah, I did hear it got like renovated into what it is now. Yeah. Yeah. No, we
yes.
went on that. That was
So
pretty good.
you did go on the Runaway Railway, or
Yes.
the
Yep.
yeah, dude, I love it. I don't understand the physics of it. Like, how does it? I don't know if it's like programmed to because there's no track. You know,
Right. Yeah. No, I think
it's
there was like a
trackless
program that runs it
it's
on magnets or something.
magnets. That might be
Not
because
totally
it's the
sure.
same as the new Star Wars ride, like the
Yes,
Rise
same
of the
exact. Yeah,
Resistance
that
ride.
and I think like the Ratatouille ride too is similar to that.
Really? I haven't. Did you get the chance to ride that one?
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty good too. Oh
Dude, I
yeah.
have not ridden that one yet. I'm excited to.
That and if
Was
you
it?
ever get the chance, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride too.
Oh,
That
daddy,
one you have to
that
enter a
one
queue
looks
for
good.
though. So
Okay.
it's a little more difficult to get on if it's like a busier time of year, I would assume. But
Yeah. Did you guys do the Lightning Lane thing with like Genie Plus? I think it's called.
no, nah.
No. Okay. So you don't have to do that, I guess. I was wondering if you have to do that, like if that's a
Yeah,
required thing.
like I mean, because we went in August, I think it was. So it was like a less busier time. There weren't really that many people there, so didn't have a need to kind of get any kind of fast pass or anything. Most of
Yeah.
the lines were, on average, probably like half an hour. So we were able to get on everything we wanted to do.
That's pretty good
With
for
the
Disney
exception
World.
of like for whatever reason there was this Toy Story ride, and we ended up waiting in line for like a solid like 2.5 hours because the ride just
Oh
kept shutting
gosh.
down or something, and we were already
Yeah.
stuck so far in the queue. So yeah, that
Okay.
was fun because like there was like a Monopoly board on the ceiling, So I just
Yeah.
pulled up on my phone like a pair of dice, and we just kind of got to playing a game of Monopoly. So
That's cool.
we made do with it.
Got to pass the time somehow.
Yeah, that was
Dude.
pretty much what most of it was, just killing time.
For real.
Hmm
And like I said earlier, I've had a busy past few months as well. Allie and I got married June 24th. Still remember the date.
Nice.
Allie, if you're watching this. And I'm just kidding. Let's see. And it was a nice little wedding. You and Marco gave probably, no, I'm not just saying this, probably the best man speech that I've heard at any wedding I've been. So that's a big.
That's one opinion on it. Yeah. No, I think we did a pretty great job too. But yeah, certainly public speaking was not my forte in that moment, especially.
Well, it didn't show. I didn't think that you were letting it show. I don't know about Marco. I can't remember. I think he was doing pretty well too. Like you guys both seem pretty confident. I don't know. Maybe everybody's gonna slip up with their speech, especially
No, yeah.
English. English is a hard language,
Oh yeah, one of the hardest, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because like I don't know if you ever think about this when you try to learn a new language. I can't even speak right now. But if like it seems like maybe this is obvious, but some of the words that are used in other languages seem so foreign. Like they don't even sound like words. Like English sounds so, maybe of course it's because I know it. It's my native language. But English sounds so like, I don't know. Like it's hard. I can't even enunciate what I'm trying to or articulate what I'm trying to say.
Because it's like, yeah, it's just so second nature to understand it. Like you couldn't not try to understand it. But when it comes to other languages, like I know, take Spanish for example. Before I took like 4 years of it in high school, I couldn't even make out a single. To me, it was all gibberish, just like any other language. But after taking it in high school, now it's like it kind of flows almost similar to that of like something that's second nature like language, the one you grow up on.
Yeah.
It's just hard to put into words how that dialect reaching your ears just changes over the course of you understanding the language.
Yeah, that too, definitely becoming more fluent.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'm trying to say like, as far as hearing someone speak, like just take, I don't know, Swedish for example. Hearing someone speak Swedish, it sounds like those aren't even words. But you know how like you see in movies whenever somebody's traveling to China or something, and they're like slowly speaking like, where is the bathroom or whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like
yeah.
as though that helps, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like English, like I said, it's my native language, so I don't really understand. But like, it seems like all the other languages, except for Spanish. But maybe it's because I know a little Spanish. I don't know. Maybe I'm just proving myself wrong here. Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying, though.
No, yeah.
It's hard to say. It's hard to put into words, though. But yeah. Where was I going?
I found.
True.
I think you derailed, but I'm enjoying the ride anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how I got to the language thing. This is cool though. And then, I was talking about what how did we get here? I talked about your best man speech.
That beats me. Yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
Okay, I don't know how I got there. Anyway,
we'll get there again.
Renovated the house. That was pretty fun.
Yes.
Let me tell you about this, dude. We took this house from just.
Oh, you took it.
I don't really care like the number. Yeah, we took it.
Just
the numbers are out there if you want to look up. I'm not going to tell you like where we live, but anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you where I live, but not the. Anyway, we bought the house for $270,000. Mm-hmm. So apparently, like, of course, that's a lot of money, but apparently the cost of living, I didn't understand how crazy it was up where you're from, Patty, because Marco was visiting
Yeah.
and he was saying that is like super low in comparison.
No, I remember
you
us
vouch
talking
for that?
about that even when we were down this past summer, talking about how like you like a house like that up here, because of, I would assume, because of all the opportunity and the fact that we have, water access, like oceanfront properties and all that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just skyrocketingly high. Like that would probably go for about 450K up here, easily, especially now.
See, that's
nowadays
crazy.
in the market. So it's like, yeah.
It's like almost double. That's crazy to me. I guess the salary makes up for it. Like
Right. Yeah,
like
well, I know there's a
someone-
difference of minimum wage too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
True. But honestly, I don't know. I don't want to get into the political conversation about this, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem like a minimum wage has been matching the inflation rate the last, I don't know, 50 years or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my
well, I
mom
don't
worked a
even know if
job.
that. I mean, it probably could be considered political, but I feel like everyone with all their head on tight could kind of do
Yeah.
the math on that and see that something ain't adding up.
Yeah. It's like my mom was telling me she used to work at this, I think it's called Druthers. If anybody knows Druthers out there, it's like a fast food restaurant, went out of business. But anyway, she worked there for like $3 something an hour, $3.50, $3.30, something like that. And I worked at Kroger, probably call it 30 years later, when I was roughly the same age, right? 25, 30 years later, for $7.30 an hour. So like $4 an hour more. But just I don't know all the inflation numbers that well. I'm not that well versed with like the economy historically, but just for example of the difference in numbers, we bought this house in this year for $270,000, and it sold in 1990 something for like $85K. So like obviously the economy has made the dollar worth less, so it doesn't seem like that matches up minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just there's so many factors.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Makes you think. Robbing a bank doesn't sound that bad now, does it?
Not that bad. Come on, man, we can do it.
Think so. After all that experience in GTA 5 heists gone
Oh,
so
yeah, of course.
successfully. Yeah.
So well, we would, dude. Thinking back to
Never
that,
been
like
stuck
if that
in
was a
those for
real
3
life
hours.
thing. Oh, never.
No.
But I couldn't, like, if you think about, of course it's a video game. You're supposed to make it as entertaining as possible. But like, we drove our motorcycles off a cliff and parachuted into a little airboat or whatever it was, and then just like ran or what do you call it? Boated away. My brain's losing the word.
Yeah.
Just ran away in a boat, like into the ocean. Also in GTA,
Those bikes had to have been
why?
broken.
Something, of course. Like we just threw that money away. But anyway, like, why can you just have 5 stars and then go behind an alley and wait for it to, start blinking? If you play GTA, you know what I mean. The wanted level starts to expire, and then it just disappears.
Yeah.
And then the split second after it disappears, the cop sees you, and he's like, ah. But 5 seconds earlier, when you still had the wanted level, you were like dead man, like he would have shot you on the spot. I just don't understand. Like, of course, I know that's a video game, but that has always blown my mind.
Yeah, no, that logic is just the best. Oh yeah.
It's good. It's a good game.
Yeah, and you want to talk about inflation though? Now
Yeah.
there's a game with inflation.
The $2,000 haircut. I remember that.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
True. Trying to go shopping in the stores. I mean,
At
people.
least you don't have to pay for gas in that game.
We needed to learn a real life money glitch, dude. Driving the car to the I don't even remember what it was. Like you
IRL
drove it
card dupes.
garage and then like drove it or no, you took it from your garage and then drove it to the mechanic and then sold it for like, you bought it for $3K and then sold it for like $140K.
Just pure profit.
Dude. How does that even happen? Like, how does that glitch even come to life? I don't understand how that's in the code.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I just like to imagine the mechanic after seeing me drive the same car in 12 times and keep selling it. Just you're a real connoisseur of this specific car. Same job and everything. Wow.
You would think after a while he'd say something.
Yeah,
His line would change instead of just "Welcome to Los Santos" or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Welcome.
What can I do for yeah.
Well, Rockstar caught on, that's for sure.
That'd be funny. And apparently they're making a GTA 6. You know? That's supposed to come out 2024 or 2025, something.
I'm still waiting on Skate 4. I don't know.
I thought that did come out, no?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, nah. Don't think so.
Maybe it was that other game.
It was like a
What
Tony
was it
Hawk's
called?
series that came out.
There's that. There was another one. It started with an S, I think. I don't know. I think you're right, though. I think Skate 4 is not.
No.
I don't know.
I think that
But
has
yes,
it's
Skate 3
wound
was
up
good.
legally with EA and such. You know how it'd be.
I can. Oh yeah, true. I can imagine that if they've taken this long, like, and technology's gotten this much better, if it's anything, if the basics of it is anything like Skate 3 with today's like graphics capabilities, it's going to be a great game. You know?
Oh yeah.
Very excited for it.
That. Still waiting on Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. So when did I haven't really dabbled that much in that universe. When has the last installment came out?
Elder Scrolls 5 came out. If you're talking about the original one, it came out in 2011, and then it's come out like 5 times again since then.
Wow. Like re-releases?
Special edition, 10th anniversary edition. The rework for the new Xbox series, and like.
I know what you mean.
For VR, it's come out in so many different platforms now. It's just ridiculous. But
so has there been an announcement for the 6th one, or
yeah,
it's
I
just?
think it was announced at an E3 event.
Oh,
it must have been years ago now.
Well, you know, you got COVID that probably delayed some things.
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's true too. Yeah. But
oh well.
Yeah, hopefully one day in the near decade.
I did want to get this off my chest. COVID was obviously like a very, I don't know, we've probably talked about it before just naturally on this podcast, but it was a very bad thing for the world, right? Like overall, lost a lot of people. You can make an argument that we would have lost the same amount of people because of their morbidities, whatever. But like statistically, it's an unfortunate event, okay? But I gotta say, for myself personally, not to speak selfishly, but it really gave people like me a lot of benefits. Like I'm able to work from home, which is really nice. And I don't think I would have graduated as soon as I did without, because I was able to like take multiple credit hours. So I feel guilty thinking that sometimes. So I just have to get that off my chest.
I mean, I feel like you kind of got to look at the bright side of something like that, you know?
Yeah,
You constantly
do.
Look at the pluses and the positives and just kind of take it.
Yeah. It just felt like I had to air that out.
Yeah. No.
Sometimes you gotta speak it to the world. All our 50 viewers.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree. You gotta, take a bad thing and turn it into a good thing. You know.
Oh yeah, I love a good silver lining, dude.
Like take the genocide in World War II.
Okay. Next topic. Let's get into some of the seasonal discussion here. 9 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
We're recording this on December 16th. I gotta say, I like your tie.
Thank you.
I was thinking it might be kind of cool to, I don't remember what we did this time last year, but it might be kind of cool to discuss maybe some unique or regular, whatever you want to throw out there, family traditions you might have. So go ahead, Patty. What do you got? What's your family do?
Okay. Yeah. So, family traditions. Well, Well, I do know that every
Like
year
Hank
on New
Williams song.
Year's Eve. Huh?
Like the Hank Williams song, Family Tradition.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. So like good
Sorry.
old Hanky Panky said, our New Year's Eve tradition usually consists of going out for some kind of Chinese food. Um,
I like it.
whether it's like a buffet or takeout or something, that's always been our New Year's Eve treat. And
Yeah.
then we usually, we'd go over a family member's house, like on my mom's side, and like just have some gift openings and all that.
Nice.
And then Christmas morning, believe it or not, we do open gifts and do gift exchanges. And usually we go over my uncle's house for a little Christmas breakfast that my uncle and aunt host. And then from there we just kind of chill, just take it easy.
I like it.
A
Yeah.
lot of sweets and that good stuff.
Well, you
What
gotta
about you?
have,
Anything?
holidays are good for the chill time for sure. And
Yes.
I'm with you on the sweets. I love good sweets.
Yes.
Myself, probably now that I've gotten married, it's a little bit more difficult to figure out exactly like all the scheduling of everything. But it's of course all in good fun. It's all great times. Just kind of one of those things you got to work through. Anyway, I think traditionally, this is going to be our first year as like our own family, but with my family, like my parents and my sister, I guess I'll talk about that. We usually would do when I was younger. We would always, open up Christmas presents on Christmas morning, like any other family, and then we'd go to
Mm-hmm.
my mom's side of the family for kind of like the rest of the day, like kind of late morning, early afternoon. New Year's, nothing major. We usually, I guess we would just either go to family and like other family's house or have family over at our. We'd always make it a point to play to play board games leading up
That's
to
right.
the actual New Year. So that was kind of our thing.
Yeah.
Um, so like I said, this year, now that Allie and I have our own kind of household, we're probably going to try to do her side of the family likes to do kind of a brunch on Christmas Day, so we'll probably do that, and then maybe like
Okay.
dinner with my family, something like that. But as far as like weird traditions, besides I guess the board game thing is not weird. It's just kind of our thing. Let's see. I know there's something. I know. Well, we always do. I guess this is not weird either. We always do gingerbread houses
Oh, okay.
with my side of the family, like
Yeah.
cookie making and all that stuff. We like to do. Excuse me. We like to do Advent. I don't know if you know what that is. Like
Yes.
you do something every day in December. So like
Oh, yeah.
I think last night. I think we actually forgot last night, but we were supposed to watch Polar Express, the movie,
Yeah.
and let's see, like
Yeah, no,
tomorrow.
we used to do
Go ahead.
that to the advent calendars, but we'd always forget. Like we'd end up forgetting a couple days at a time, and then
Yeah,
just be like, "I was just eat all the chocolate now."
yeah, I know, love that. Well, because the Advent chocolates that we got this year, because we have the Advent thing where we have the actual treats, and then we have like something where we like do something every day, like bake Christmas cookies or make a puzzle or something. So anyway,
Oh,
that
okay.
we
Yeah.
like to do the activity thing, but we do have the chocolate. I think it's funny on the back of it. There's 30 pieces of chocolate. I think it was for all of December, or maybe it was just up to Christmas. Anyway, one serving. You're supposed to eat one per day, right? But the
Yes.
serving size is 10 pieces. So what's up with that? Why am I eating 10 days at a time? I'm supposed to eat one day at a time. You know what I mean? The nutrition facts throwing me off there.
It just doesn't add up. Yeah. No,
No.
that's just not right.
Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking it might be fun to see how we stand as far as Christmas movies. I thought that might be a good thing to kind of test out. So
Yes.
if you want, I can pull some of that up. We can go through do a tier list of some different Christmas movies. See how
Yes,
the audience
I
feels.
think so. So, just one moment for me to get that pulled up.
Just let me know, sir. And I'll keep the audience entertained with this. Smolder.
Dude, yes. All right. All right. So, feel free to pull up the screen share now.
Did I got you?
We'll yank
I'm
that.
excited to see how we weigh in on this. And audience, feel free to comment down below in the chat, in the comment section of this video as well, how you feel about some of our choices. We got a good selection here. We've got, let's see how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is Iron Man in this?
Wait. Yo, Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. I forgot. That actually
Okay.
is true.
Well, it's in there twice. I guess hopefully that's just a
Wait,
one-off,
really?
but yeah, some of these are doubles, but
Interesting.
we'll feel it out. Anyway, let's times 6. 14 times 6. What is that? 60 plus 24, 84 minus 4. We got 80 movies in this, and there's a few doubles. So let's count on 50 plus, I guess. So
Okay.
all right.
So,
So I'll give my opinion, and then
we're just gonna start
before
left from right.
I
top
do
to
that,
bottom?
I'll let you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. Top left. So I'm not gonna rate this, or let's see. How do you want to do it? Do you want me to put it in the category and then you comment, or what do you think is the best approach here? Because there's a lot to do.
I don't know.
There is a lot. I guess we'll just start by I've got the control of the mouse to give my opinion, and then you can comment, especially, but definitely speak strongly if you feel differently. That's going to
Oh,
make
I
it
will.
the
I
most
will.
entertaining. Okay. So, okay, It's a Wonderful Life. This is a classic. I know it's in color on the cover, but it's a black and white movie. It's got that extra charm for that. This is a great story. It's long. It's one of those things you have your cup of hot chocolate. You got your Christmas tree turned on. This is a freaking vibe, dude. I'm going S with this one. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Honestly, I've not seen it yet, so I'm glad you're kind of giving me that recommendation because now I feel like I gotta see it.
Dude, you got to see it. It's a good one. Let me
Yeah.
tell you. So you can't argue with it technically since you've not seen it. I guess we've got this category not seen, but
Yeah, I
but
can't
yeah,
argue. Yeah.
I have seen it. So
Yeah. If one of us has not
all
seen it, we
right.
just gotta take the opinion of the other person. Honestly.
You got to at this point. Let's see. We got Miracle on 30th Street. Have you seen this one?
I've not. No.
Okay, so I have. First time I saw it this season. It's not great. It's a good story, but it's kind of the older thing. It's not as like entertaining. You know what I mean? But it's a good story. It's got Kris Kringle, of course, but that's Santa Claus, of course. But that's like literally his birth certificate name, according to the movie. He's like the Santa Claus in the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade, and then he like goes to court to try to prove that he's actually Santa Claus. And anyway,
Interesting.
it votes in favor that he is Santa Claus. So it's a good story. It's about basically believing in Christmas, right? So I would call it probably, I don't know. Like I said, it's not the most entertaining. But it is a good
Hang on
story.
one
So I'm
second.
gonna go.
I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem, dude. Let me continue with the smoldering. Patty's gonna do his thing here, guys. We're taking a quick intermission, but I'm hoping you're enjoying the podcast so far. This is kind of our ad break, I guess it's going to be. So, and he's
Okay,
back.
I'm
So
back.
it's a good thing that he's back because there's no
There's
time
no
for an
ad.
ad break because we don't have a sponsor. If you'd like to sponsor this podcast, we would love to have you on. We've got some costs that need covered. Let me tell you, this is a
Let me
production
tell you.
that
So what's up next? What is
if you
that?
want to see more views, you need to give us muse. What? I'm trying to think of the name. You know what? I'm just stalling at
Wait,
this
I
point.
got a question though. Why aren't you watching us live now? Because I know you're watching us on YouTube. Why aren't you watching us live now? I know we don't have a consistent upload schedule, but I mean that's no excuse. I mean, let's face it.
Come
You
on.
post B-reels, okay, with 2 minutes in advance. All right. I give you 45 seconds with the intro. 45 seconds is more than enough to tune in. All you
Yeah,
gotta do is
you should
follow.
have notifications on. Okay.
Yeah, follow twitch.tv/PattyWatty. Quick plug.
So anyway, and then there's something just happened. Hopefully, are we still good? Is the screen share
Yeah,
there?
we're still good. Yep.
Okay, good.
Good.
All right, so I went ahead and stuck Miracle on 34th Street in the B tier. Like I said, not great as far as the action goes, but it is a good story. So, and then A Christmas Story. This is a freaking classic. So before I give my comment on this, I'm gonna let you go, Patty. Christmas Story.
That is a classic. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't like blown away. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I was not really personally blown away by it in terms of just overall quality. But maybe I gotta give it a rewatch, second opinion. But
Yeah.
yeah. What would you think of that?
This is the movie that they play on TBS or ABC or something for like 24 hours straight Christmas Day. And I'm going to be honest, I do not understand why, because this movie is absolute okay.
Okay, so you're
I'm
going
not
to
going to
the
say it's not
treatment.
trash, but it's definitely down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
would agree.
it's
I
one of
think
those that like
it's
people
overrated.
reference, and then all the old people love it, but it's just like you said, overrated.
No, they really do. Yeah, they're constantly telling me,
And then
like, "You'll shoot your
yeah,
it out, kid."
I know. I'm like,
That's
you
the
better
goal.
shut up, adult.
That's
No,
the
I'm just kidding.
goal.
It's an okay film. You know, if you like it,
Yeah.
I'll give you you know, like a pass for it, I guess, because it
Yeah, if
is
you
a
like it,
classic.
that's okay, but you're
But
wrong,
I'm
of
not going to
course.
give it its flowers on my own.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think this is
Is that a
a
Christmas
Christmas
story
Carol
or Christmas Carol?
with it looks like anime. There's all these different editions of these same movies, so I
That's
don't know for sure.
Wait a second, a Christmas Carol. That's the one where they thought it'd be a great idea to do like real like lifetime face tracking and stuff, right? Is that the one with Jim Carrey or
I think it is but it looks animated. Maybe I'll just give it a quick Google search.
No, it is an animated one. They've freaking redone that so many times. It's
Okay.
actually incredible how many times they've actually redone that.
It is the one with Jim Carrey, excuse me. Came out 2009. I have not seen this one. Have you seen it?
I've probably definitely seen it, but
Okay.
I don't really remember too much. Honestly, with Jim Carrey in it, I feel like it should be at least a B tier, but considering I don't really remember much of it, we could honestly throw it in not seen if you want to.
Well, you've seen it,
It's up to you.
so you pick. We
You
could
know
do
what?
C or we could do not seen.
Throw it in a solid B. We'll give it a
B.
solid
Okay.
B.
We'll
Yeah.
give Jim a pass on this one. What is this one? Christmas with the Cranks. I've not seen this one. Have you?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Christmas
we're gonna
with
go
the
ahead.
Cranks. I think it's some kind of comedy though.
Now this one, if you haven't seen Elf, I don't know what to tell you. You want to give your comments
no,
on this one?
there's what?
You want to give your comments on Elf?
I mean, does it get its fair share of being overrated? I think so, but I think it is undoubtedly S tier, at least in my opinion.
It deserves its overratedness, but it's also like a little bit annoying how highly rated it is at the same time, because like
I
people are
get.
like trying to put it on the same level as It's a Wonderful Life, for example. Like it just came out 20 years ago. I don't know, 2003, I think it was.
No, I get why, because I mean every single year in school, everyone wants to watch Elf around the holidays. Like if we're watching
Yeah.
something in class, so I get why people would get annoyed with having seen it 100 times. But I think it's definitely up there for sure.
Okay, I'm with you. It's one of the classics. You got to watch it every year, but at the same time, like, come on, people. We know it's a good movie.
Yeah, we
Let's move on.
we get it. Okay, yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? Emmett. I can't even read that.
Yeah,
Can
I
you?
can't read that. No, it's even way worse on my
Let
my
me try to zoom in here.
side. What are we
Something's
looking
going
at?
on Something's going on with the mouse here.
Oh, okay, hang
All
on.
right, this should help. Okay, Emmett Otter's
Okay, not
Jelly
seeing that.
Bean Christmas. Yeah,
Never
not
seen
seen
that
it.
one. That looks
Same.
like some
Frozen is a
stuff.
Christmas movie. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, no, I
Uh,
couldn't have guessed that. Frozen.
we don't have to put this in there if you want. I could put it at the bottom
No,
of the list.
honestly, Frozen, A
Yeah,
tier, A tier. Oh yeah,
really? Okay, I respect it.
at the least.
I guess we'll call
And
it a Christmas movie. I don't know.
I'll never forget how hard I laughed watching that. With I was over my cousin's house and we were in their basement. We were just watching it on their nice
Yeah.
65-inch OLED or QLED TV.
Uh-huh.
And we had that turned on, and they had like these little like plush snowballs, and
Uh-huh.
it was during that scene where Elsa just freaking beams her sister in the head, and I shot the snowball at the perfect timing at the right location on the TV, and it looked like I knocked her out with it, and
Dude,
we were on the floor rolling at that. Yeah,
that's
good
awesome.
times.
Gotta love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Well,
A tier
Frozen
for that
2?
reason alone. Frozen
I
2 I've
love it.
not seen. I have not.
I don't.
Seen that.
I don't think I've seen that either. I don't know when that came out. I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah.
But
I've heard
anyway.
good things about it, but no,
Oh yeah.
haven't watched it.
And then you got Frosty the Snowman, the cartoon. This is categorized as a movie, I guess, on here, but it's definitely like 15 minutes long. Anyway, we'll go ahead and rate it. I'll give myself. It's another classic, so I'll give it at least an A, maybe a B.
I
I
could
don't
agree
know.
with it. It is a classic. I do have fond memories of watching it as a kid, but it was recently
It's a little
pointed
on the
out to me.
boring
I don't know if
side.
you watch the YouTuber Ryan George. Quick shout out to him for whoever doesn't watch him. He makes hilarious videos, and one of them he recently just made was pointing out how creepy the story of Frosty the Snowman actually is, and that's really kind of shied me away from Frosty
So
and his
give me like
lifestyle.
a 1 minute synopsis of how Frosty is creepy. I'm curious now.
Well, in the song it mentions how he's pretty much this demonic thing with eyes of coal that just came to life one day through pure magic, and then played with
Okay.
these children, knowing he's gonna die, letting the children know he's gonna die, and then just ignores authority figures like the policeman when crossing the street. So
Okay.
it's just very like this demonic presence, just introducing children to the concept of like he's playing in hot weather and he doesn't care. It's just weird. It's very
It is weird when you think of it that way, but
yes.
in the innocence of the cartoon, he was just born like hours before he ignored the policeman, so he didn't know what a policeman was, according to the
That's
lore of the
to be
film.
fair. Yeah, he has the ability to say I was born yesterday, so
Yeah.
or today.
So I don't know. I
But
mean,
no,
now
definitely.
thinking about it, and I did just watch it, give it the rewatch. I'd say it's probably either B or A. What do you think?
I could agree with A. But I gotta
A?
say
Okay.
I do think Olaf is the better snowman in my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then we got Home Alone. We can do Home Alone too, if it lets me. Oh, there we go. Okay, Home Alone.
Yeah, you want to give your opinion on that?
I'll say, I mean, I really like it. It's definitely another one of those like things, another one of those movies that you got to watch every year. This is what I've seen. This is probably the public's rating. The public would rate this as the best Christmas movie, but I mean, it's got to be at least an A, in my opinion. If that's the lowest I could go with it, but I would say it probably could deserve an S. It's just a little bit like, what's really going on? Like, it's not. It's around Christmas time, but that's really it. Like, that's the only charm that it has to me.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, I could probably agree with that. I think it's another one of those movies that just I don't know, it gets a lot more hype probably for nostalgic purposes than it
Right.
probably needs. I mean,
Right.
had his parents just been a little bit more responsible, the whole movie plot line would would have just been abandoned.
Exactly. Like, it makes no sense. How do you forget? I mean, in the movie, of course, it was forgotten because of the head count thing. But like,
Yeah.
still, like that was a traumatic event to have him go sleep in the attic and embarrass everyone. Like, you can't just forget that kid, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and then to do
especially
it like 3 or 4 other times, how many ever they actually make, there's got
yeah,
to be some, some level of responsibility to be held there. But yeah, no, I
right,
could agree that you can go ahead and throw that in the A tier. I would
yeah.
argue against it being S tier. But
Really?
yeah,
Why do you say that? It's just
like I
overrated,
said,
or
I don't think it's that great of a movie for as much as people hype. Because I know a lot of people are diehards, like you said, watch it every year. But
yeah,
no, I just if it was rated R, I might actually be into that actually. But
yeah. The gore.
yeah,
He's actually like
yeah, they just upped
when the
the
nail goes
gore.
through his foot, they're like showing
Yeah,
the whole. Oh gosh.
yeah.
What about Home Alone 2? I don't know. I feel like I might have seen at least parts of this one.
That's the one. I could try to jog your memory because I remember quite a bit of that one. That's the one where he gets lost in New York City. Same two bad guys somehow. I don't remember how they got there, but and then there's like that old lady with the pigeon fetish, and then that old guy in the toy store that he meets. I'm not really too remembery
I don't.
of
Maybe
it
I haven't
either.
seen it.
But all I know is that it has Carol of the Bells in it, which I don't know if the first one had, but it made it all the much better for
I
sure.
remember in the. I remember the first one. It's a really dramatic scene where he's like, I don't know if it's Carol of the Bells. It might be. It's like the. It starts with the church bells, and it's like, um, and then it ends with him. It was like dinging 9 o'clock at the grandfather clock at his house when he was about to start eating mac and cheese. I remember that. I think that might have
Really?
been Carol of
Okay.
the Bells. And that was like, to me, that was probably like the most at least hype part where it was like, it's okay, it's about to go down. Like the villains are coming tonight, you know,
Yeah. No, I think that was the second
trying to
one where like there was a certain timetable that he was on, but
maybe. But yeah, the
they
whole
make it
pigeon
more
thing in the
entertaining.
toy store, I don't know if I've seen it now. So I'll go off of you for this one. What do you think? Letter.
Honestly, you could just chuck it with the A.
Hey, okay. Let's throw it up there. All right. And then you
Again,
got the gym.
it's been a
Yeah.
very long time since I've seen most of these, so these opinions are not factual for sure.
Yeah. And then you got the Jim Carrey Grinch. Dude, I honestly, I really like this movie. I got to say, like,
Yeah.
to me, I would just put it in S right away.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, the fact that it took like how many hours just for Jim Carrey to get done up in all that makeup, I mean,
I know.
jeez.
The fact that that is makeup is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, slap that on the S. Easy.
And then you
What
got
is
Jack
that?
Frost. This one, if you've
What
not
is
seen
that
it, I respect it
experiment?
because it is not like one of the more popular movies, but I really like this movie. It's actually
Yeah.
it's a good story. It's about like
I don't like how
this
the snowman has
guy
eyebrows.
that is a little
Kind of
creepy part,
he
but
didn't have to
it's
do that.
yeah, obviously it. Wait, what'd you say?
They did not
Dennis?
have to do that.
Oh no, they
Give
did
him
not.
eyebrows.
But it's like I guess maybe inspired by Frosty. The snowman comes to life, but the snowman comes. The story is just a really quick summary. There's this family of three, only child. The dad is off. I think he's like in a band or something, and he's driving in this blizzard, and um, it's a one car accident. He ends up dying. So, and then he comes back as yeah, rip. And then he comes back in the spirit of this snowman to like
Oh.
um so it is a little creepy, but it's a good story.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I don't
not gonna
know.
lie. That does sound like a horror movie, but
It is a
I
little
also feel like I
yeah.
have seen that before then. But again, it's probably
It's
been
an
like
older movie. It's probably like
well over
90s or early
15 years.
2000s. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
I'll
I
give
would
you that. What's
personally
your opinion on this?
yeah, for the sake of the story, I would say this is at least a B, but yeah, yeah, you got some classics up here. I'd go with B with this one. And
Okay.
then I don't know if I've seen Iron Man 3, so we might have
I
to
actually
go
saw
with your
that
opinion on this one.
in theaters, and just being Iron Man, I mean, I loved it anyway. But
Yeah.
now honestly, I don't know. Even despite its flaws, I would put it in an S tier.
Hmm.
Like it's definitely no like classic or anything, but it's personally my enjoyment of that movie ranks it as S for sure.
I respect that. And then you got um, Jingle Jangle. I have not seen this one. Is
Never
that
seen that.
E.T.?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Wait.
know.
What?
Okay, well,
Jingle jangle. Yeah.
and then Claws. This looks like a Netflix thing. I have not seen this one either. Have you?
Claws. I think I've seen a fraction of it. Like I've seen parts of it, but not enough. Yeah, I would put it as not seen.
Okay. Love Actually. I've heard this one is a good movie. It's obviously like a romantic movie. I don't know if it's a rom-com, but I have not seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, not seen it.
Okay.
Oh, we're on a roll here.
We are on a roll. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. This is definitely a kid's movie, but it is a classic. I'm excited to watch it with my kid one day. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it is probably a B, just because it's not for everybody as
Yeah,
far as
I
it
don't
being
think
a
I've
kid's
seen
movie.
Once Upon a Christmas, but I've seen Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, which I believe is the
Okay.
next one. Yeah.
Right here, yes. So what would you rate it?
Uh. Yeah, the nostalgia is there, but it's there
Yeah,
from a kid's perspective. So
right.
looking back upon it, I could probably say it's a B.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Muppets Christmas Carol. I don't know if I've seen this one, but it looks like it actually might be kind of funny. This perspective of the Muppets here. Have you seen it?
Because my mom's such a huge fan of the Muppets, I have to say I've definitely seen it because she's probably
Yeah.
forced me to watch it, but I do not remember a lick of it. So,
Okay. Well, let's go
but
ahead and
yeah,
throw it in
very
not
faint.
seen, I guess.
Yeah.
A Charlie Brown,
You know.
Brown Christmas. I mean, everybody's seen this one, right?
Yeah, I mean,
This is another cartoon, but it's a classic. I mean, how can you not smile while watching Charlie Brown? Like,
I was gonna
it's a
say,
vibey
yeah.
show.
I don't know whether it's A tier or S tier though.
I would say with the other ones in S tier, this is leaning more towards an A, but it's definitely up there, you know. I don't know. I look at A tier and I see Frozen and I'm like, how are we putting other movies along with this? But I totally respect the story that you had for Frozen, so we got to leave it.
Oh yeah.
I'll put it in A for now, and if you change your mind,
Yeah.
you know, let me know. We got the Grinch cartoon, another classic. Dude, this is this I watch. I know I watch this every year, and one of the all the you know, countdown to Christmas TV programs or whatever. So I mean, you got to watch this one. It's another cartoon. Of course, I would put it probably. I mean, I'd be tempted to put it in S, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
I
could
love
get
the story of
behind
the
that.
Grinch. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If it's not S, it's definitely at least A. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. National Lampoons. This is another classic one. Everybody loves this one. I'd call it. It's of course funny. It's got a little charm. It's of course a classic. I guess it's an S. I mean, I'm thinking back on it, all the scenes of it. It's a pretty good movie, dude. I guess it's an S for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that as well.
Yeah. We'll have to see what the audience thinks about this one, or about our tier list here, because
Okay.
it's shaping up to be an interesting tier list. It's very top heavy.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna say I feel like we give too much credit to a lot of these movies.
I know. I feel like maybe Home Alone 2 at least should have been a B now that I'm looking at it. But
Yeah.
we can move. We can adjust things later too.
We could adjust once we've found a spot for everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, and then we got Rudolph the cartoon. You want to weigh in on this one?
Uh, I mean that's definitely, I'd say, of all the classics, that's the most classic. That's like the Rudolph claymation, like, I feel like it's got to be S, right?
It's got to be, dude. I'm with you on that.
I mean, you got Cornelius, you got
Cornelius, I forgot about Cornelius,
Abominable
dude.
Snowman.
The freaking lumberjack. I can't remember his name right now. The red bearded guy. I love that guy. That's the best side character in any Christmas cartoon. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
That's Cornelius, dude.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Dude,
Cornelius. I
favorite.
can't even
Yeah.
remember his name. I love him so
The
much.
best. Yeah.
Let's see. We're out of order a little bit here with Santa Claus 2, so we're going to start with the original Santa Claus. I will start by saying the original Santa Claus, 1994, my all-time favorite Christmas movie. So it's S tier for me.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can do that. Tim Allen.
I love Tim Allen.
Yeah. Have you seen the new series? I don't know where it's at. I think it might be.
I have. It's on Disney Plus. We actually just
Disney
watched
Plus?
the most recent episode last night. It's actually pretty good.
Dude, yeah, it's actually got some good humor to it.
Yeah. So let's see. I guess we'll do all the Santa Clauses. Santa Claus. It's kind of a continuation of the original Santa Claus. It's not as good. It's not as much of a classic. I think it came out early 2000s. But I would say it's still pretty good. I'm gonna give it. I would give it an A, maybe a B. What do you think?
A or B? I'm trying to remember the plot now of the Santa Claus 2. I remember the free one.
Yeah, so the first one ends on, I think it was Tim Allen's second Christmas, or maybe his third, because I know the first Christmas is of course where or like night of delivering presents, right? Was when he picked up the coat from the guy that fell. Okay. And then the second Christmas is when he comes back and he's like being chased by the cops. I feel like that maybe it only encompassed 2 Christmases. So the Santa Claus 2, I think, is posed as either his third Christmas or one in the future, of course. But it's maybe I'll jog your memory with this. It's the one where Charlie, his son, installs the hot cocoa machine in the sleigh. Do you remember that part? Possibly?
Nah.
No. Well, it's basically just a continuation of the first. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll trust your placement of that.
I'd say it's probably an A, but we can adjust it later. Let's go ahead and do the third Christmas Santa Claus.
The third
So
one,
this one's like
where he's the robot, and you got
yeah, and then Jack Frost is kind of the villain. So to me, this one is a lot less charming. So that's why I would rate it lower. I'd probably say a B. What do you think?
I could agree with a B.
Okay.
I like the cast, but yeah, really weren't given much to work with there.
Yeah. Let's see. And then you got Santa Claus is Coming to Town. See, I get this one confused with Rudolph because same exact animation.
Animation style, yeah. So
I think I have seen it.
Yeah, I'd go as that's the one with the song. Put one foot in front of the other.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
So
okay,
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen this one too, but I think it has to go S tier as well because it is that much of a it's that one step behind Rudolph, really.
Yeah.
The classics, you got the claymation.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
What is this? SER.
That's Scrooged.
Oh, okay.
I was actually gonna watch
Scrooged.
that the other night
Not
for
seen
the
it.
first time, and I ended up not doing that. But it's
Really?
got Bill Murray in it. So
where did you find it? Is it able to be streamed somewhere?
Yeah, it is. Hang on, let me see.
Well, we both haven't seen it, so I guess I'll put it in not seen.
Even having not seen it, I could guarantee it's S tier though.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, it says.
When did it come out? Well, it's got Bill Murray, so yeah, it's got to be good.
1988.
Okay, so it's got some charm on it.
It's on a lot of streaming platforms, but through Amazon Prime Video is probably your best bet.
Okay, gotcha. We got the Christmas Chronicles. I feel like this is. I think this is on Netflix. I've seen it. I think I tried to give this a try.
Oh yeah, Chronicles 1 and 2. I've seen the ad for Chronicles 2. That has oh, what's his face? Why am I
I don't
struggling to
know.
think of his name?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yes. So again,
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. It kind of looked like a more on the cheesy side of movies. At least the trailer I saw it for the second one, but I haven't seen either of them, so I really can't say.
Yeah, I feel like I might have given Christmas Chronicles the original a try, and I think I was remembering that like he was not a very nice Santa Claus or something. I don't know, but anyway, I definitely haven't seen the whole thing, so we'll just put it in not.
Yeah.
Let's see, we've got
I
Narnia.
am looking forward to
I guess this is Christmas.
Narnia. I mean, there's snow. Does that make it Christmas?
I
Snow in it?
guess. I remember. I do remember watching this back when cable TV was a thing on Christmas Eve. But
Really?
at the same time, I was like, "Is this a Christmas movie?" This was years ago. But
Yeah, my nostalgia wants to rank it pretty highly, like probably an A. But
yeah,
that's just
I
purely
mean,
my
what I saw was
nostalgia.
good. So we'll go with it. We'll go with A. We can adjust, I guess. The Green Knight. I have not seen this. Have you?
Never even heard of that one.
Okay, we're gonna go with. I've seen
Green Knight. Okay.
the newer Grinch. I
Never seen
know
that one.
Allie loves this movie, and we
Okay.
actually watched it the other day. It's actually pretty good. Like it's the same Grinch story, but it has a lot of twists on it. But it's also very good twists, very humorous. I would say this is probably at least an A.
Okay.
I don't want to do S because it is a newer movie. It's came out 4 years ago, so it doesn't really have that charm yet. But it's a good movie. So and it's I love the Grinch. Obviously, these two up here. So I think A is fair. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now people go back and forth on whether this is a Halloween movie, Christmas movie. What do you think, Patty?
I think it's an S tier at least.
Excuse me,
I
my
think
tongue just
it
slipped right
doubles
there.
as a Halloween
Really?
and a Christmas movie. Got
Okay,
the best of both
interesting.
worlds. Yeah. It's like a little
I
hybrid.
feel like I think I might have like seen parts of it, but I might have like fallen asleep or something. You know, sometimes you grind those Christmas movies on Christmas Eve, and you end up. Excuse me. The Polar Express, dude. This one, I don't remember when it came out, but I got to say, this one has some charm. This one's a very good movie. I would stick it up in S tier.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's got freaking Tom Hanks playing half the characters. It's pretty
I'm starting to think we
nostalgic.
might need a
I think
S
I saw
plus,
that
dude.
in theaters too, like in 3D.
Really interesting.
Yeah, I have faint memories of that. Yeah.
A Year Without Santa Claus. I feel like I've heard of that movie, but I don't know that I've seen it.
That's another claymation. You might have. I mean, it's the one with the hot and cold guy. If that
No, maybe.
like, I think the whole plot is like Santa comes down with the flu and can't work, and they like need to substitute him or something. It's an older movie.
It does sound familiar. We can go ahead and rate it. I feel like I may have seen it, and it sounds like you have seen it. So
I don't know. I feel like all the claymation I just automatically want to put in S tier because they've
yeah,
they've been around for so long and they're such a staple when it comes to watching it annually.
mm-hmm.
Even though I haven't seen it in years, but
We'll do. You want to do S or A?
we could put it in S for now.
Okay,
Maybe
I
come
like
back
it.
to it, but
This is a repeat.
looks like there's
Repeat.
a couple repeats.
Yeah, I don't know what's new here.
Lego
Holiday special, Lego
Special.
Star Wars. Not
Holiday
seen
Special?
that.
Never seen that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Interesting.
Now I feel like I
Okay.
gotta see that.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Is there anything new? Star
No,
Wars Holiday
they got
Special?
the one next to the Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. Do we?
Oh, this one, Rudolph's Shiny New Year. I've not seen this.
Oh, honestly, that's. Wait a second.
Is it
That's the one
Garbo?
with the freaking. That's the clay. That's an older claymation as well, but that's the one with like a Baby New Year. I don't remember it. I just remember laughing at the fact that I don't know, Baby New Year was just such a funny,
Yeah,
just funky character. Just yeah.
yeah. I don't know that I've seen it, so
You could
I
probably
guess
throw that in A tier.
A.
I mean,
Okay,
that's that's
just for the humor of it.
yeah.
Let's see. I think I'm going back through the list. I think we've got 2 that we have not rated yet: Star Wars Holiday Special and White Christmas. So if you want to talk about either of these, because I have not seen, and then I'm going to look through the
I've
list, make sure we don't have
not
any others.
seen either of those.
Either of those? Okay. White Christmas sounds familiar. It looks like it's got Bing Crosby. I know he's a classic Christmas song artist.
Oh yeah.
But let's see, making sure we don't have any that we missed here on this list. I think we hit them all. And we can adjust if we want here. I know there's probably some that are not included on this list just because not every list has every movie. So if there's any movies that you want to leave in the comments, feel free. Any adjustments you see off the bat here, Patty? I hate to just have Christmas Story at the bottom of our list.
There's no D.
But I mean,
oh yeah.
I know. I feel like it doesn't
Yeah,
deserve the bottom, but
I was gonna say I feel like a lot of these don't deserve to be knocked down one, but there are definitely some that are like better than others.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I would switch B and C now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
Or at least because I feel like all the ones at B just deserve to be below A Christmas Story. Like A Christmas Story is overrated, and it's an
No, I
okay
get what you're
film,
saying.
but it has a lot more charm. I hate to keep using that word, but it does than all the ones at B to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Miracle on 34th Street is pretty good for what it's worth. Maybe we could do this. If you disagree, let me know.
I think no. I think you're good to have done that.
Okay. I like this. Still nothing in D?
Honestly, if we are talking in terms of like more so Christmas movies, though, you could probably conk Frozen down a tier and maybe Iron Man 3 down a tier.
Oh, you're okay. Iron Man 3. Stick him next to Frosty.
Okay.
Maybe this.
Yeah.
I don't. This is all you. I haven't seen this one.
Yeah.
It looks. It looks like it might be a little scary with this. What'd you call it?
Yeah,
Baby New Year?
you could definitely bring that down in tier if you want.
Okay. Okay.
That was one of those remakes where they were like probably thinking that Rudolph was so financially successful, let's just make another one, and then they tried. They gave it their best effort. But.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is not a bad list, dude. I like it.
That's
A Year
pretty
Without
good.
Santa Claus? I guess that's an S. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
It just
I think
seems
that's
so.
all.
Yeah. I mean, the classics, you got to give them a pass if they're still being played after all these years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, there's our Christmas movie. It actually took a pretty bit there. I'm gonna go ahead and stop
Yeah.
sharing. But
There's also
wow, that was
I know that
nice.
we
That was
missed a
good.
few that are like I know there's the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, which I've not seen yet, but I noticed that wasn't on there. That just came out recently. And then I know there's a film, I don't know when it's coming out. I think it's coming out at the end of this year, called Violent Night
Oh,
with who's the main? Oh, David Harbour. And that looks pretty good. Feel like
dear.
that might be a new classic if done right. But yeah.
What's it called again? With David Arbor?
Violent Night.
Violent Night. I feel like I've seen a trailer for. Isn't it like really gory?
Yeah, yeah. Hence the violent part, but
Right.
like he's
Right.
Santa, but he's like a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was good. We got our opinions about the Christmas movie selection out there. That felt nice.
Oh
Any
yeah.
other comments around Christmas, real quick? Because I do have one segment I want to get to.
Not from me.
Not from you, dude. Okay,
No.
it's fine. I like the Christmas get up one more time. We got ourselves in the spirit. We're getting close to that time of the year. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody, our listeners out there. Hope you have enjoyed the episode. We got to have time for any comments about Siege, dude. This is in the previous renditions of this podcast. Siege has been a common topic. So
It's been an
in the past
addiction,
six
really.
it has in the past
Yeah, mind
healthy,
you. Yeah,
fairly.
exactly. It's very unhealthy because, mind you, it's not like it's a great game,
Uh-huh.
but it's there for us to just be addicted to. So it's
Yeah, and
but no, it is
it's
a lot
not
of
a
fun. And
drug.
like anything in life, any game, anything, you kind of make your own fun out of it, and
Of
I think
course.
we're just able to make a lot of fun out of that. So
And the only negative thing I have to say about the game at this time, okay, on this fine December 16th, right? I love the new rank system. No negative comments about that. The only negative comment is why am I only respectable? Okay, I shoot teammates just as often as my teammates
as
do.
anybody
Okay,
else, yeah, yeah. No, I agree.
Ubisoft,
That's weird.
why?
Yeah.
I don't
I
understand.
mean, you commit just as much acts of war as anyone
As the next
on
guy,
our squad, if not if not less than some of
and
our
it's not
randoms
like I'm
too.
only one category. Like I'm in the middle. This is a 5-point scale. I'm at 3.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you, Tiller, all the other guys, they're all at whatever the
Yeah, we're
name
the
of it
highest
is.
tier. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's definitely a word that just exudes superiority though. It's just you know. Oh,
I mean, I
exemplary.
do like that I
That's
feel
it.
different. That's what it
Yeah.
is, yeah. And then I'm
Yeah.
one
Well,
away
who
from.
knows? Maybe one day. I just think it's hilarious though, because just in recent times, I could just think like, you saying like, why am I ranked so low on like a team player scale, and then literally the day before, you shot a Clash player in the back of the foot, downed her, and she immediately got domed, and you're like, I just don't understand. And that was your teammate too, nevertheless.
Yeah.
So and but
Maybe they
I
only
just
took the
that
most recent
flashes into my head.
account, Like, who
Yeah,
knows?
I don't know how it works, because literally that day too, I think I shot Tiller like 7 times. Granted, it's consensual, but I mean, it's just weird. Yeah.
It was all about like I hit that teammate for the not for the vine, for
For the
the
meme.
for the meme. Thank you. It was all in
He
good
should have
fun,
known that him getting shot by his teammate was for the meme. He should have probably been aware of that. Yeah, I think so. I know I would have taken it
Well,
like a champion, but
I gotta say, as an IQ player through and through,
mm,
I've not always been a main, but I've always supported the operator. I love that operator,
always supported the relay
especially
cog.
right the relay cog. It's been there since my early days on the beach. So to have a new operator in the game called Solus, who is basically the defending version of IQ, who is an attacker. I really like, and I'm ready to play her. I'll buy her with Renown as soon as she's available. So I'm looking forward to that. I know you already got the operator. You have any comments about Solus? How do you feel?
Well, she's not as useless as Grum.
True.
I don't think she ever could. I don't think anyone could ever
AKA
be.
Grim.
Yeah, I think even Blackbeard has more purpose than him. but
Hmm.
that's saying something. But
That is expressing
honestly,
something.
the operator, you could have some fun with her. You could
Yeah.
pull some stuff off with her. You know.
Yeah, and if you play Siege, you watch this podcast, and you don't know the YouTuber named Macy J, check him out, dude. Shout out Macy J.
Or
Okay,
Mackie G.
he's got
I
Mackie G, whatever you want to call him. But
Yeah.
if you want to find the actual YouTube channel, I would search Macy J.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a great YouTuber.
Actually find it.
He's probably at least on the content side, the smartest Siege player that I know of. So yeah, I'd give him a check out. We've got 8 subscribers. He's got 1 point something million. But everybody could use a shout out. Okay.
Yeah, I should shout out somebody I just came across as well. By the name of Atheno? I hope.
Dude, I started watching him a few months ago. He's a great YouTuber.
Yeah, no, he actually has some pretty great content. I was actually up a little late last night watching his content just because, like, it was just very informative and it produced a lot of very cool vibes, if you will. He's got a lot of cool vibes in his vids, so I could recommend him as well for any Siege consumers.
Definitely. His support for the operator Smoke is the reason why I have started playing Smoke the last few months.
Oh, really?
I used to do it a lot more, like a month, but recently I fell off a little bit. But he was the inspiration behind that. So, a shout out to Athena.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I think he was like an ex-challenger player, and that was his main smoke. So, at least on defense, of course. But
yeah, no, I think you're right. Yeah.
So I don't know how they do that as far as like picking roles, but yeah. I know this podcast has gone long, so
yeah. No, I agree. I think we should probably end it right about here. But for those interested, we are going to continue this live stream again after I end it, and we're going to be playing some more Siege. So
yes, it is true.
Yeah, that is.
So if you'd like to join us, if you're watching the stream, you'd like to get in on that ranked grind. I'm really excited for it. Hope you're excited for it. Type in the chat a little exclamation point hype. I don't know if Patty has anything set up for that, but if he does, great. If not, you look like an idiot, okay? Just try it.
Yeah, just
give it a go.
Yeah.
But seriously, thanks for watching this podcast episode. We've been through a lot personally the past few months, and we're just really glad to be doing this again. So a lot is in like just being busy. We're all great. Things are fine, but we're just been busy. So we're just happy to be doing this again. And yeah, thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a good
Merry Christmas.
day.
Right.
Merry Christmas.
This little shite of mine.
Let it shine.
This little shite of mine. I'm gonna
let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Mine.
What is going on?
I've been the past 2
Let
hours.
me tell you how normal this is.